On June 25th, 2024, Kenya experienced one of its most significant political upheavals in recent history, centered around the controversial Finance Bill 2024. The day's events unfolded rapidly, marked by mass protests, a breach of parliament, and a forceful government response. Here's a detailed chronological account. Morning, nationwide protests begin from early morning. Thousands of predominantly Gen Z and millennial protesters gathered in Nairobi and other major towns like Mombasa, Eldoret, Nakuru, and Nyeri. The demonstrations were organized under the banner number Reject Finance Bill 2024, opposing proposed tax hikes on essential goods and services amidst a rising cost of living. Protesters marched towards Parliament, chanting slogans and carrying placards demanding the bill's rejection. Midday, escalation and breach of Parliament. As the protests intensified, clashes erupted between demonstrators and police forces. Security personnel employed tear gas, water cannons, and rubber bullets. To disperse the crowds. Despite these measures, protesters managed to breach the parliament's security perimeter. They stormed the building, vandalized property, and set parts of it ablaze, including vehicles in the parking lot. Afternoon, parliamentary proceedings amid chaos inside Parliament. Amidst the chaos outside, lawmakers proceeded with the bill's second reading. Despite opposition from some members, the Finance Bill 2024 was passed with 195 votes in favor and 106 against.
Jalango, continue.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I reject the Finance Bill 2024. Immediately.
Notably, some contentious proposals were amended, such as reducing the eco-levy from 225 Kenyan shillings to 150 Kenyan shillings per unit on certain imported goods. Evening, casualties and government response. The day's violence resulted in significant casualties. According to the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, 19 people died in Nairobi alone, with over 160 injured. Amnesty International reported over 200 injuries nationwide. In response, President William Ruto condemned the protests as treasonous and authorized the deployment of the Kenya Defense Forces to assist police in restoring order. Night, nationwide repercussions. The events of June 25th sparked widespread condemnation from both domestic and international actors. Human rights organizations decried the excessive use of force, and opposition leaders criticized the government's handling of the situation. The protests, initially focused on the finance bill, evolved into broader demands for political accountability and reforms. June 26th, presidential concession facing mounting pressure. President Ruto announced the withdrawal of the Finance Bill 2024, stating, "The people have spoken." He pledged to initiate dialogue with the youth and implement austerity measures to address the nation's financial challenges.
And therefore, I will not sign the 2024 Finance Bill, and it shall subsequently be withdrawn, and I have agreed with these members that that becomes our collective position.
The events of June 25th, 2024 marked a turning point in Kenya's political landscape, highlighting the power of civic engagement and the importance of responsive governance. The events of June 25th, 2024 marked a historic moment in Kenya's democratic journey, as widespread youth-led protests against the Finance Bill culminated in the storming of Parliament and a forceful government crackdown. The day underscored the growing political consciousness of Kenya's younger generation and ultimately led to the withdrawal of the controversial bill, proving the power of collective civic action.